What you think about today's game?
All right, like I said, I already gave you my conspiracy theory.
I know.
I think Sean Payton's want to build. He wants to build the resume. Plus, you have the home field advantage.
Absolutely.
You have just the atmosphere of a Saints, of a Saints atmosphere.
Absolutely.
Super Saints fans.
Yeah.
It's going to throw people off because we're supposed to be discouraged. We're supposed to be down. We're supposed to be
not
down
even be in the house.
But once the alcohol starts flowing and the music starts playing and the boys get on the field,
on tight.
Sean Payton has something to prove.
He's probably got his jock strap on.
The players have something to prove.
Yes, thank you.
Especially after the whole Ryan Bryant incident.
Because it's not over.
We have something to prove tonight. And right now, what's
the
best atmosphere to prove something to beat an
at
undefeated team at home at the Dome?
Yeah, knock them off.
Screw the stats.
Shut them down.
It's all about proving a point at this point.
Yeah, Baby doll, you got something else?
I want to be the team that is able to say that we can stop winning streaks. That'd be great.
Happened before. I got my one and only main man, Val from Araby, way over there on the other side of the line. Val, you got to talk to me, brah. Tell me about last week real quick. What happened last week?
Disaster. I can't believe we can't put the touchdown up. That's in 6 quarters.
First time since 2005, baby.
Dude, that's got to change today. We got injuries with Evans on guard and Jenkins in tackle.
Right.
So we on both sides of the ball. Willie Snead. So all these youngsters have got to show up today. And this is the kind of game the Saints show up for when it's got, jump on the line and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it's a spoiler, dude. I think we beat them, but like a point. 24-23.
Yes, indeed. That's what I'm talking about. We want to thank you for calling.
I'll take it. A win is a win is a win.
Val, if we win today, we're still in it. We don't care what Atlanta does. We don't care what Tampa Bay does. Of course, we hope both of them lose, but they can't because they play each other. But anyway, the rest of the season, if we win today, do you still think the fat lady ain't sung yet? Are we still alive, brother?
Barely.
All right. All the way from Araby.
I'm telling you for a fact.
That'll be a killer jump for them. That'll be a killer jump for them. If they win today, that's a good start.
Yeah, you're right, bro. Well, Val, thank you for being part of Guru Nation. You have been with me since the beginning, and I thank you for ending the show with me today on the Sports Guru Show. I want to thank Baby Doll for being so hot. Thank you, brother. Baby Doll.
But I'm telling
some of them red.
Say, bro.
Them trout po' bars.
That's what I'm about to say. Tell Guru Nation what you got in the pot today, dog.
Fried speckled trout po' bars.
Oh my God. I'm so happy right now.
Do you dress that?
Yeah, bro.
Get it down.
As long as Baby Doll undresses, we good. Thank you, Val, for calling from Araby. We appreciate you being #1 Guru Nation flag bearer.
Take it easy, man. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Baby Doll, for being in the house today.
Well, let me just say
Come on now.
If we don't win this game, then, I'm officially
well said. I mean,
out.
Fair enough.
And you know what? I'll go for that. That high
top draft pick. Yeah. You be checking out with Sean Payton, huh, dog?
As much as some others.
Yeah, well, whatever. You know what? You could be a fair weather fan all you want, Baby Doll, but
I'll always be a Saints fan.
I'm gonna bleed black and gold until we lose, and even if we do lose, we'll see what's up with that. DJ Chris, thank you so much for being here, bro. You did a great job today.
I appreciate that.
Well, look,
thank you, Tyrone Hughes.
We want to make sure that everybody checks out this little bit of AC/DC because my boy Chris is going to crank it up right here and right now.
Take the show on the road. Beat everybody. Woo. Big plays all day. Beat everybody. Shoot the ball home. Beat everybody. Woo. Big hits, no quit. Beat everybody. I'm in my home zone. I'm in my home zone. I'm in my home zone. I'm about to show up. I'm in my home zone. I'm in my home zone. I'm in my home zone. I'm about to show up. Woo. Let's go, man. Let's go. Win on 3, 1, 2, 3, win.
Siphoning out oil from the oil fields from Iraq. The actual oil rigs were owned by Americo Oil. Right. And Americo Oil, who sat on the board previously of Americo Oil? George Bush.
Right.
Amazing. So what I'm saying is that don't listen to CNN.
Right.
Well,
all of them. They're all fraudulent. Fox, MSNBC.
I agree.
None of them are going to the heart of the story. What's really going on?
The problem is the American people are having the wool pulled over their eyes.
And it's so easy to fool the American public because if you just say the same thing over and over,
And if they happen to like one of the stations, they it must be true because I like the station.
That's my station. These are my people, right?
Yeah.
But they're all lying to you is the point. And even if they have a shred of truth that bleeds in at a moment,
well, then that falls under myth.
It's a cover.
Because myths have elements of truth.
Sure, exactly. And so what are we doing today? We're doing a little bit of geopolitical healing, our discussion here. Because
are we healing?
We are. Because when we talk about the wound, instead of the superficial infection, we say, well, there's something that's manifesting very deep below the surface. And that's what we do as healers. This is what we must do in terms of geopolitics as well. Instead of being, you said, a product of the fear that is being manufactured for you. How do you see through it? How does a guy like Putin rub up against the internationalists and go, I'm not playing with you guys the same way anymore. And what are they going to do about it at this point? What can they do?
They can't really do it. And he has the moral authority now because everybody knows that the Turkish attacked the Russian plane without responsibility. And they couldn't have done it without U.S. okay because the NATO is controlled by the U.S. So the U.S. allowed for this to happen.
And that's where you go, This is the reality that you don't want to see. Many Americans don't want to see. But if you're going to establish a legitimate America, one that is not meddling in the, violating the sovereignty of other nations.
But we're not going to do that. We're doing the Roman game all over again. We've lost our inherent ability to succeed, so we attack other nations for treasure. That's what we're doing now.
Well, it's interesting because I just got back from Paris, France, and I asked the guy who was driving the car we were in about the Louvre. I said, where you got all this incredible art and everything else. I said, what was Paris making? What was France making to create such wealth, to collect such amazing things? He goes, we were robbers. He goes, we just stole from everybody else. And it's exactly the same process that happens with your development banks, with the IMF, with the whole thing. This balance of currencies, the SDR. Now they're saying, no, we're not going to honor that anymore. They basically follow the same path as the book Mercy of Allah talks about the financial system. They're following the exact same path. This is not a new game. It's the same game. If we know history, if we know what happened in Rome, if we follow what happens with every country that collapses, we can see our path.
And you always see a debasement in their currency. With the Romans, I think it was around 280-something A.D.
They're clipping the coins?
They actually put less of the key metals in there, and so you had a little bit of silver. You see it in other countries. Mexico did it from the 1920s forward. So did England. So did other countries. And, of course, we debased our coins from silver in 1964.
Is it unpatriotic to say we are an empire in decline?
I think it's real.
I think the beautiful thing about having the presidents that we've had in the last several years and the Congress and the senators that we've had over the last several years is people have finally reached a point where they're sick and tired. Correct me if I'm wrong. 10 years ago, this same discussion that we were having, we could have had it, but we could have had it with very few other people.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Now the focus is no longer about this subject matter. It's about fear, fear, fear. And when fear kicks in, your brain just goes crazy.
That's the only thing that can distract them from this reality.
That's why they're doing this. So
they're desperate.
Look, there were 2 people in San Bernardino who killed some people, 14 people. And now they're saying this is the largest attack on American soil since 2001. Why are they saying that? Because 2001 was 3,000 people. They're trying to equate 14 dead people with 2,000. Now, it's interesting that they call this terrorism. I think if
Constitution written for that.
Well, now also don't forget, we don't have public funding for anything, so you can buy your politician. People who are inept. I mean, look at the side on the Republicans. Find an intelligent guy. You can't. And I'm not saying the left is much better, but I'm saying, okay, out of 316 or 20 million people in this country, if money wasn't involved, we'd have a better choice than what we have offered. And so the reality is we got oligarchs. This is an oligarchy. We have oligarchs who are running this country. And it's run by the few, not for the many.
Large centralized bureaucracies always centralize the money, and that allows the ease with which you can purchase that influence on a global scale, if you will. That's why they said decentralized government, go local. ultimately a very important answer. We're going to do some more of this healing discussion, and we'll get back to some physical healing as well. Live from Soho, thanks to our friends at Sovereign Silver in their booth, Kevin Bolton and Richard Pearl with me. Go to robertscottbell.com for all the links.
The Robert Scott Bell Show.
In all my years of radio, I've never seen anything like this.
The Robert Scott Bell Show.
Hello, this is Jonathan Wagner. We have an internet website, www.choosetobehealthy.com, that carries many of the products discussed on Robert's show, including 100% whole food chromium and selenium, silica, as well as Sovereign Silver and Nordic Naturals. ChooseToBeHealthy.com features the Rolls-Royce of probiotics. It's Dr. Ohhira's Probiotics. Dr. Ohhira, a world-renowned microbiologist, formulated a unique probiotic that blends ancient Japanese fermentation methods with 21st century technology. No refrigeration is needed. Dr. Ohhira's probiotics contains the strongest lactic acid bacteria known to man based on scientific laboratory research. 6.25 times stronger. Quite simply, it works and works very well. So go to our website, www.choosetobehealthy.com, or call us toll-free, 866-424-1077. That's 866-424-1077. We're here to help.
Did you know that I have not been to the doctor to treat an illness in over a decade? Do you want to know the secret to unlocking your immune system to help your body fight off disease naturally? Hello, this is Ty Bollinger, and after writing several books and spending thousands of hours researching natural alternatives, I'd like to share with you my secret to optimal health. It's my immune system. It's what keeps me healthy while naturally preventing sicknesses. So, how do I keep myself and family from getting sick? It's from the premium supplements I get from Better Way Health, like Barley's Flax Oil, green tea extract, and Transfer Point's Beta-1 3D Glucan. Better Way Health only carries the highest quality supplements on the market. They're the nation's #1 retailer of Transfer Point Beta Glucan, which is an immune system supplement that outperforms top competitors 16-1. I've teamed up with Better Way Health to save big on these all-natural supplements. All you need to do is go to betterwayhealth.com/radio to get your exclusive Ty Bollinger discount today. Again, that's betterwayhealth.com/radio.
Earthquake, floods, winter storms, prolonged power outages, or war. Each of us have had that moment when we recognize that we need to be better prepared. We typically do the same thing. We start with food storage, then we address the need for water. But have you considered heat storage? I'm talking about staying warm in the cold. Here are some things for you to consider. How will I keep my family warm? The standard answers are firewood, coal, or propane. But the problem with that if you need to be on the move is you can't take it with you. Another concern, there may come a time when you need to stay warm without smoke, like in times of war. There may even come a time when you can't burn fuel. The answers may be simpler and less costly than you think. For these answers, go to fortressclothing.com. Again, fortressclothing.com has the answers to your heat storage dilemma. Don't get stuck in the cold. fortressclothing.com. You'll never be cold again.
This is Dan Pillett. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
We've had an amazing year here at Supernatural Silver. We've truly enjoyed the fantastic response from thousands of people as they've tried our extraordinary product, and we're thrilled at the life-changing results people have. Our company email is continually full of happy, satisfied customers who thank us for the help they've received from Supernatural Silver. This holiday season, as you think of gifts to give your loved ones, consider giving Supernatural Silver, a gift that can help provide good health and wellness, a gift that can change lives and make a real difference. In a world where we are constantly exposed to dangerous health threats, give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance. Give Supernatural Silver. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and use the promo code HOLIDAY2015 for 20% off. And this holiday season, we wish you and yours the blessings of peace and good health from all of us here at supernaturalsilver.com.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices.